Hey guys, it's been a while. It's Midnight Mechanic here, and today we are working on our pool. So, been having trouble with this Intex Salt Water system for our family's pool, and it's a Eco 5110 made by Intex. Yesterday, well, actually for a couple weeks, it's been giving me this low salt light. So I looked up on the internet on some things to do to bypass that. So I effectively did that yesterday. My kid's screaming at me, sorry. Fun. And today I went to check it out, and the high salt light was on and it was automatically shutting off. So what I did was I couldn't find anybody that had had any luck with the high salt issue. So I'll show you what we did. I'll take the cover off here. I'm just going to shut everything down real quick. You don't want to take these things apart with power connected, so we're going to unplug it. And so first thing, you got to take off a bunch of screws on the bottom, and there's a couple screws here. It's not really a big deal. You take the cover off. There's a little flex circuit or a little ribbon cable that goes here for the control panel. Just unplug that so you don't worry about straining that. Flip it over, and so here's the transformer on the right. You can see all the leads coming in. This from one's the chlorine generator, and this one measures the salt content. Or actually this one measures the salt content. So these wires originally came around here and went to these two terminals on the top here. You can see they actually labeled them with warning plus, warning minus, which I'm guessing is high and low salt warning. So I took those two wires, which are these two, black and white, and were up here, and I jumpered them. I basically put some connectors on them and jumpered them right down here from the terminal. This is the 12 volt out DC output from the transformer. Takes AC and goes to DC power, and then so that was getting power and it was working good. And I'm guessing, I don't know why, but this morning it decided to say, I don't see anything hooked up to me here, and I'm going to throw off a warning now for high salt because I don't have anything hooked up. So I said, well, you know, I was reading online, people had measured the resistance across these two wires. They were like 9 mega ohms, which was the same whether it was in air or water. And I figured, well, let me just try doing a straight wire jump across. They actually said the resistance was equivalent to what the wire resistance was. So I was like, well, then there is no, you know, if it's in salt water is conductive. It should be basically a closed circuit anyways because it's passing current through the water. So, I mean, there'll be some resistance there, but I doubt this thing is that sensitive to measure it to any resolution. So I said, well, I'll just try making a straight up jumper and plugging it in. So that's what I did. And it seems to be working now. So I'll have to follow up and see if it continues to work, or if after running for a while, I just had it running for about 20 minutes and it seems to have been working well. So these things, you know, originally this thing was $300 and something, $350, and I hate spending good money after bad. Folks online said about every 2 years they seem to need to replace these whole units. You can't get, I don't know if it's due to COVID, but you can't get these electrodes. Now, I did everything the book said as well. So I know a lot of people are going to jump in here and say, well, all you need to do is soak the electrodes and the eco sensors into vinegar. I'm like, these things are clean. I've soaked them in vinegar twice. That did nothing. I actually, per the recommendation of somebody online, I saw that they used Muric acid. So I actually soaked them both for about an hour in Muric acid water solution. That did nothing. The plates are clean and clear. I can't see any reason why, other than maybe there's some kind of malfunction at this board level. that's causing it to air out. There could be a bad cap. One of these caps could be bad. I don't really know. I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer. I can do wires. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous with this stuff. Figured let's give it a go. Worst case, I got to buy a new unit anyways, or start using chlorine, which we don't want to do for health and safety of our kids. We prefer the saltwater system because we're all natural like that. But anyways, sorry for the long ranting post, or video rather. It should be good now, and I'll let you know. Midnight Mechanics signing off.